So I got a couple things going on today. I always do. I'm trying out this year new reel. First time on the water. Cast pretty good. It's a Daiwa 2600C. It's mine. Yeah, it's mine. Kind of got in a box of junk. Pulled out and said, "Oh wow, this is cool." Another thing I got going on today is I got like 1,000,000 yards of monofilament line. Probably be a 500,000 yards, a 20-pound test. 15-pound test probably be perfect ideal for this. I like the 22, which is ideal. I think that 20 after stretches and get some work out, it's going to be 15 soon. So I'm working with the I'm going to be using monofilament line. Like I said, I have a whole boatload of this stuff. So everything else is pretty much everything else. So we'll see how this works. We'll talk a little bit about the reel, a little bit about monofilament line. And if the fish decide to work with us, we'll get some fish. All right. The lure I'm kind of starting off with today, and who knows, I'm going to be going back and forth, is this here. I think that's a tsunami talking bobber. It's old, it's beat up, it's just got a belly hook. I'd like to just be working with the tail hook with those blues around, but we got the belly hook going on because I lost the rigging for that tail hook. So this is what I'm using, and if it works or not. If they're on top water, of course it'll work, and it does work, is what I'm saying. But we'll be using other things probably. The 20-pound diameter monofilament line it's got a good diameter. Thinner diameters, of course, you're going to get a better cast. Cast with this setup, it's casting. I'm very satisfied. 15-pound, you're going to cast further. 30-pound, you're going to cast closer. Kind of weigh in, and the weight of your lures. That's a big thing with the monofilament line. It's going to cast better with heavier lures. Definitely, if you're working closer in, monofilament is superior to just about any stranded device you use for your fishing. I believe it's just tough, and if you can get it to the fish, they're gonna like it. It has a floating property to it. The floating property is that monofilament line is going to come up in the water like a floating fly line. It's going to float on the water unless it's fluorocarbon. Plain monofilament is going to float. That's just the bottom line. And so you got to take that in consideration. It's going to change the action of what you're working. It's going to change the action of how your top water plays on the top, because it's going to be a bit of the belly in the air. It's going to have stretch. Monofilament has stretch. Big property of it. It's got stretch. So you got some play on the drag with that stretch. That's the great thing. Basically, your line's going to stretch before you over drag it. Your line's going to stretch before it breaks. Think of a rubber band. It's a giant rubber band with little stretch. You're looking at monofilament line as such. Not holding properties of monofilament line. Not holding properties, just superior. The big thing with knots in monofilament line is the slipping when they're wet. If you don't tighten, they'll slip. But once you tighten a monofilament knot, most are going to grip far better than any kind of braided or multi-filament line. This is monofilament because it's a single filament of fishing line, so it's monofilament, one line. Braid is twisty. It's multi-filament braid. Could have 4, 7, 12, 18 strand, whatever the hell they want to call it, all twisted up, almost like a rope. But the monofilament line, it's one line, and that one line gives it its unique characteristic properties of monofilament line. Anyway, that's just a little bit of background with using monofilament fishing line, what we're using today. Hopefully we get a fish. Whoa. It was close in. I was actually just going to check out some other other water. There's that drag. I gotta smooth it out, but it's working. Wow, that might be. It's a nice fish. Today we are. Oh, is that a striper? Let's see. I don't see any. Oh, that's a blue. Oh no, it's a nice striper. Beautiful fish. Came slamming up on the popper. Let's get a good look at him. He's definitely a keeper. I'm working with the monofilament line. Oh, maybe checking out this reel. The gears are kind of maybe a little bit worn. And he took that. I've been using this tsunami popper. It's kind of like beat up hard. I forgot how these guys really battle. I think I like them better than the blues. Maybe because we caught a lot of blues that this is more exciting. That's one of the beauties of fishing. You get him in. That's a keeper for sure. It's a fat daytime fish, I know that. Probably kill him on bait. Got a good look at. Wow, he's a beauty. That is a nice fish, I must say. That is a nice striper. There's one left. I'm going to use my pliers for that one. Hopefully he does it himself. Now let's get him back. Keep him in the water. He got plenty of air. That's a nice fish. There's one treble hook on my popper. That's my favorite popper of the year. Oh, beat up. Oh, slow down. Oh. Do this. Make sure you got it. Get it up there. There's got pliers. Oh, turn that around. Turn that around. Really not that bad. Okay, I was saying it's really beautiful fish. Really, wow, he's got some weight on him. He got to be at least 10 pounds, I think. He got. Cuts off. He can go in the shallow, better go into the deep. All right, it's working. And that's some good stuff. What that tells me is there's definitely more stripers around if you're gonna get that one this time of day. And you will definitely. I had bait, clams. You probably have a really good outing. If you're working, I'm looking at a few people fishing, working with lures, and seen one blue. So you'd be seeing those stripers pulled, striped bass being pulled in left and right if they were really thick. Well, they are thick, but they could be thick. But I think if you were working a bait right now, you'd be having a ball. Oh, almost as much as a ball as that. Okay. Now about monofilament line in terms of twist and manageability, it's just superior to multi-stranded, any kind of multi-filament line. It's going to be superior in terms of twist. In other words, it's not going to twist as much, and when it does twist, it's going to twist out faster. And if it does twist, you can pull those twists out because it has memory. Braid has no memory, so you can almost reprogram your monofilament line. You cannot reprogram braid, so it's just superior in so many senses. Monofilament line. Another thing what that bass is telling me is he came out in the morning pre-dawn. I don't get him. I'm going to bed late. You get up in the morning. you'll probably raise a half dozen fish, I think, tomorrow. Or if you're out this morning or in the evening, just let you know that they're around. That's a really neat thing when you pull them out like that. So, whether we get any more or not, I don't know. Well, I've been casting for a while, just checking out this here 2600, working with the monofilament line, big beautiful keeper striped bass. That was one fish, one strike. That was awesome. Thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon, night, day, evening, wherever you are. Leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.